Look at him.
I know the leaves are green.
Reggie up to perk, whatever you wanna get. I got so many connects, I'm like a Lego block set. Just hit the block and jet. Not meaning no disrespect, but I'm holding weed fair. That's more than one of your checks. I'm on the rebel phone where you at the knits on. Brush my teeth, smoke a blunt. It's like putting my fits on. Do it on the daily while you spit.
Official.StreetSmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smark Audio. Fuck with us. Official.StreetSmarks on IG. Official.StreetSmarks on SoundCloud. Street Smark Fanpage on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is Street Smark Audio. Scourge to the IWC. Over here with Hot Stuff Hollywood. Peace. November 9th, 2017, and we're going to talk about some wrestling. So, Roman Reigns is still out.
Right.
Okay. It's been past 30 days. Bo Dallas came back to TV.
Okay.
I think Bray Wyatt has come back to TV. Okay. And these guys had viral meningitis. But Roman Reigns, on the other hand, is still out. Even though he had viral meningitis.
Oh, he must got the bad case.
Super bad case of viral meningitis. And he's not expected to come back until after Survivor Series, which would be 60 days. Yeah, so for all the people who believe that Roman Reigns has not popped hot for a wellness violation, ergo, this is your cue call to be a dumbass.
Is that the official phrase when someone fails a drug test, pop hot?
I mean, well, think about it like this. Randy Orton has failed drug tests on a couple times, and they always put him out with an injury angle. Okay. Respectively, they're doing a tour somewhere overseas, and the Shield has been teaming up with Triple H.
So they're doing like a celebrity fill-in shtick while Roman is gone?
Celebrity. They're doing celebrity six-mans over on tours with Triple H.
Oh, wasn't one of his last feuds against the Shield and now...
Motherfucking Seth Rollins and goddamn Triple H. Kingslayer Seth Rollins. Blood feud.
Yeah.
Okay? It crossed Raw. It crossed into NXT. And these motherfuckers are now tagging together with Dean on house shows.
They're crossing fists together now and stuff.
Which wouldn't be an issue, right? Which wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't advertised. But they're doing an advertisement on WWE.com saying that Triple H has filled in for Roman Reigns in a 6-man with Dean and Seth against 3 jobbers. Because obviously they're going over. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it first of all, water down the Shield. Okay. Second of all, Roman Reigns is still out, so obviously there's something going on right there.
Yeah.
I believe it's a drug bust.
Allegedly.
I mean, you could say allegedly, but the timing, you know what I'm saying? The timing coincides. He's already failed one time when the Shield had a 3-way a year ago in the middle of the summer. Roman Reigns did the job for Dean, I believe, for the WWE title, because Roman had a popped hot on wellness. So again, you can't really advertise that Roman popped hot again for wellness around the time that they just did a quarterly call. Ooh. So you come up with this viral meningitis scare, you know what I'm saying, and move on like shit never happened.
So now I gotta wonder, was there really viral meningitis? Or
I don't believe
all
it.
Those people just...
I don't believe it. It was a work. I believe it was a work. It was okay. I mean, Bray's having divorce proceedings with his wife because he was fucking JoJo on the road. Okay.
I don't blame him.
I definitely don't blame him. And her news just leaked.
Oh, did they?
Yes, absolutely. So, what better way to get him off the road to go to court?
Why you didn't send me those links?
Because I don't like you like that.
I see, motherfucker.
But still, say he has to do court cases and shit like that. So what better way to say, oh, you got viral meningitis? Go and handle your court proceedings.
Yeah. Celebjihad.com.
But the bigger concern is that Roman Reigns being the face of the company, especially while John Cena is doing his movies and doing his TV shows over the winter. It only says to me that you popped hot, Roman, and they're trying to cover it up.
I'm about to pop hot right now looking at JoJo.
Mm-hmm. Just steal a phrase. Come on, somebody. But the more interesting to note is that rumors have been speculating that Jinder also popped hot. That's why he lost clean to AJ Styles recently on TV.
Think he juicing or for something else?
You can look at his back and tell that he's juicing.
But I'm saying, do you think that's what he got popped for?
Mm-hmm. My only concern is that even if he does lose clean on TV, there's no SmackDown pay-per-view until December. Mm-hmm. And if he wins there, then he's going to WrestleMania.
You don't think he would drop it at the Rumble?
No, because there's no split brand pay-per-views until WrestleMania.
Oh, really?
SmackDown has a December show. Royal Rumble's co-branded. And then you got the February show, which is a Raw show. So, to me...
He could defend the title at the Rumble, though.
He can defend the title at the Rumble, but usually Rumble titles don't change. Rumble matches don't change hands at the Rumble.
Usually.
But, okay. The only thing that it tells me is that if Raw has the title, if Raw has a show in February, that means that could mean that SmackDown wins the Rumble. Because at least you could do a Raw title switch at the February show.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could do a Raw title switch January and February just to throw the smoke off. Just to throw the smoke off a gender, period. I mean, because picture this. So you got Brock going into January with the title. Mm-hmm. He fights somebody. Roman Reigns, whoever, it doesn't matter. Finn Balor, obviously he'll lose against Finn. He'll win against Finn. Right. But regardless of that, if they could do a hot shot title change and then do a rematch in February, you know what I'm saying, and have the Raw win the Rumble, or you could have somebody from SmackDown win the Rumble and just have Jinder just run through the whole time and build heat because he's not defending the belt, so people will get pissed. And get pissed off like they should get pissed off at Brock Lesnar because Brock doesn't defend the belt but like once a quarter. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little more frequently than that. He got a few defenses.
That's true, especially over the summer. He was defending it like a madman over the summer. But right. He's not going to be defending it. He'll defend it at Survivor Series non-title, and he'll defend it in January.
Well,
and then maybe February.
Well, I mean, when you're the Beast incarnate and you've destroyed the main event scene, you've earned it. Which was
a big problem for creative because they never left him out going into WrestleMania. Now the only thing you can do is put the belt on Roman Reigns. But shit, if Roman Reigns now another thing about Roman Reigns being out for so long, it absence makes the heart grow fonder. Or colder.
Yeah.
He can come back to booze.
Oh, man, sure could. Like he never left.
However, he can come back as a fucking house of fire. You know what I'm saying? So, if you could tank the show while he's gone, and then have him come back to be the superhuman baby face, now he looks more over than everybody because the last 2 months you've been tanking the shows.
Do you see Roman coming back as a not coming back as a super baby face, getting over as a super baby face, like the people that's booing him now being happy to see him when he come back?
All right. I can say that in their design, they could be tanking the show on purpose. So all the baby faces look ineffective. So when Roman comes back, and he comes back punching, the Superman punching, and he's fucking spearing people, everything like that. Then he looks just so much more of an aggressor than everybody else that's already been there for the last 2 months. Could it work? Probably not.
Okay, that's
But
what I'm asking.
that could be the design. Just saying. Because people have been saying that Raw has been shit lately. I don't watch the show, obviously. However, back in 2002, before Shawn Michaels came back for his match for SummerSlam against Triple H, they didn't do any hardcore shit. They stopped with the hardcore. They stopped with the chair shots. They stopped with the outside brawling over the summer. Okay, so when Shawn came back and they had that unsanctioned match with Triple H, it looked way more aggressive than the matches around it, because for the last 2 to 3 months, there were no hardcore matches. There were no matches that spilled outside. There were no matches that went up the ramp. There were no last man standing matches or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So when Shawn comes back and has this knockdown, drag out slobber knocker with Triple H, well, shit, it gets 5 stars. Everybody's ranting and raving about it, and everybody's jacking their dicks and squeezing their titties over the match. You know what I'm saying? Because wow, it's so much more aggressive than what they've seen. Well, shit, Vince programmed the show to be more tame, so when the match happened, it looked more aggressive by comparison. So that being said, they could be deliberately tanking the show while Roman's gone. So when he comes back and he's all fucking, I'm superhuman and I'm super babyface and I'm super this and super that, by comparison, he looks, more over. And he'll get that return pop and hopefully that momentum can carry on. That could be a plan. Could it work? Probably not, because people don't like Roman Reigns. It's been 5 years. It's been 3 as a solo. So who knows? I think it's not going to work, but they're hell-bent on getting this guy to be the guy. I mean, his name is Roman Reigns, and there are those conspiracy theorists that believe that the Roman Empire never fell. There are those who believe that the Roman Empire just went into hiding and went into subversion, and we have a shadow government that's controlling us. So for him to be named and billed as Roman Reigns, he's always going to be over. He's always going to be programmed to be the guy, because if you link the conspiracy theory with the guy, Roman Reigns. So when is he going to lose? Roman is supposed to reign. He's always going to be over. He's always going to be on top, whether as a heel or a face. But we're going to try as a baby face first.
If not,
we'll turn him, maybe, until we got somebody who's equal in his sales, But Vince picked him, so he's not going to. Failure is not an option. You're either going to accept him or leave.
Damn. What disease does he got again?
Allegedly viral meningitis.
Can that be weaponized?
Yeah.
If I was a heel, I would find a way to put that shit in a can, and when he came back, just spray him right in the face. 60 more days out on the shelf. Viral meningitis. That would be perfect for the Miz to do this. But anyway, I was just digressing there.
Courtesy of PWIinsider.com. Neckbeard Mike Johnson. Today in wrestling history, November 5th. In 1990, the living legend Terry Funk defeated Jerry Lawler for the USWA Unified Heavyweight title in Memphis, Tennessee, ending Lawler's 7th reign with the belt.
Lawler must have had viral meningitis. How did that even happen?
Oh, he probably spent his own hole. 1, 2, 3, That's probably it.
No, Jerry, he probably needed some time off or something, because there's no way in the world Jerry was hurt or something, or one of his ex-wives said, I don't know, got suspended from school or something, I don't know. But, just kidding, Jerry, I love you. But there is no way that I could conceive that someone like Terry Funk could defeat Jerry Lawler on his worst day.
Well, it just shows that the uncrowned king of Philadelphia defeated the king of Memphis. for the USWA Unified Heavyweight title.
Do you know how many uncrowned presidents there are on the planet? There are 7 billion uncrowned presidents. So if you want to call Terry Funk the uncrowned king of Philadelphia, then be my guest. But we all know who the one true king is. That is the leader and founder of Hot Stuff International, Hot Stuff, the king of Philadelphia, Eddie Gilbert, for those who didn't know.
Rest in peace, Eddie.
Might be gone, but never forgotten.
In 1994, ECW held their second November to Remember card in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the ECW Arena.
Okay.
Here are the results. The show opened with a local guitar player doing the national anthem, only to mess up and get chokeslammed by 911. Then the timekeeper got chokeslammed as well.
Damn.
JT Smith still eating out here.
That's what we do. You're welcome.
Defeated Hack Myers with a Northern Light suplex.
Hack Myers
He defeated the Shah.
defeated the Shah.
We'll get there.
Okay.
He's coming up pretty soon, actually.
Oh, Hackman the Shah.
Yeah, the Shah.
Okay. Well, good job, JT.
Too Cold Scorpio defeated the Roughneck, Mr. Hughes.
Oh, and speaking of Too Cold Scorpio, his shoots are available on our channel.
The Extreme Project. Hit that up. Defeated the Roughneck, Mr. Hughes, subbing for Matt Bourne with a 450 splash.
Mr. Hughes laid down for somebody?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
He didn't go down with the sidewalk slam. The Putts, Tommy Dreamer, defeated Jobber Man, Goof, Tommy Cairo in a violent, bloody brawl when the referee declared that Cairo was unable to continue.
Loser could no longer be called Tommy anymore?
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, that would have been cool.
ECW champion Shane Douglas defeated Ron Simmons with a crucifix.
Oh, shit.
Post-match, Too Cold Scorpio and Ron Simmons beat down Douglas, with Scorpio giving him a moonsault.
Okay, then.
The Sandman, who was blinded during a match with Tommy Dreamer, Putz, was supposed to have a retirement ceremony next. As part of the build to this moment, Sandman's manager, woman, Nancy, had dumped him, saying he was useless now, and had promised to reveal her new charge at this event. At the same time, the Putz announced he was devoting his career to the Sandman, which is why he destroyed the Sandman's enemy, Tommy Cairo, earlier in the show. This angle is considered to be one of the greatest in ECW history. Sandman came to the ring in a suit, dark glasses taped over his eyes. ECW Commissioner Todd Gordon helped him into the ring and got emotional on the microphone, saying Sandman was his best friend, which is true. They shared the same birthday.
Oh, yeah. I remember that from the ECW timeline.
Shout out to the Extreme Retro Review for the Kayfabe Commentaries 93 timeline with Todd Gordon. It'll be coming up pretty soon. Peaches, Sandman's former valet and real-life wife, gross, came out and told the Sandman that she had changed. She had breast implants.
Oh, wow.
Sandman said he didn't care if she was fat. Remember, he was blind at this time. He wanted to get back together. Woman then came to the ring and knocked out Peaches with a cane.
Damn.
She was threatening to hit Sandman when the Putz came to the ring to stop her. As the Putz was stopping Woman, Sandman knocked out Gordon, ripped off his glasses and bandages. Sandman then jumped the Putz, beat him down, whipping him with his belt. Woman then announced that her charge was the Sandman. Woman and Sandman left together, having tricked everybody, including getting the Putz to destroy the Goof earlier in the show.
Oh, wow.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Shane Douglas was then interviewed with a phone in his hand and announced that he had called in a partner to face Ron Simmons and Too Cold Scorpio at the next ECW Arena show. He revealed that his partner would be Stunning Steve Austin. However, when the show happened, Brian Pillman ended up subbing for Austin.
Oh, wow. Double wow.
Paul was going through litigation with WCW at the time for his firing. So, as a settlement, they were able to talent trade. So, over the summer of '94 and into the fall, various WCW guys came. Cactus Jack ended up fighting Sabu in a promotional match. Art Anderson ended up coming through. Bobby Eaton came through. Steve Austin ended up coming through. And Pillman came through. But a lot of WCW guys and ECW guys were co-mingling at the time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All right. ECW World Television Champion, The Shooter, Dean Malenko, defeated the Tasmaniac after knocking him out with the ether-soaked towel. The Public Enema defeated Cactus Jack and Mikey Whipwreck in a Brawl Games match to win the ECW World Tag Team titles. The rules stipulated that when one wrestler couldn't answer a 10 count, the opposing team would be given baseball bats to use.
Oh, wow.
Cactus accidentally DDT'd Mikey, and when he couldn't respond to the 10 count, the Enema were given bats. During the match, Rocco Rock went to dive off the top stage onto Whipwreck, who was on top of 2 tables, but Sabu intervened, shoving Rock off the stage through the tables. Cactus then elbow dropped Rock through a table from the stage. Whipwreck was eventually pinned by Grunge after a top rope shot with a bat. Later that night, Cactus announced that he was bringing Kevin Sullivan to face the Public Enema at the next ECW show. Again, more talent trading, because Sullivan by that point was in ECW as the not Taskmaster, but the Three Faces of Fear.
Oh shoot! But he got to come home for a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't get to do his blindfold gimmick though.
I'm sure Taz was disappointed.
There's a story about Taz taking a suplex from Kevin Sullivan, and Kevin Sullivan gave Taz a suplex, and he landed on his body so hard that he orgasmed. That's a story. I'm just reporting it.
Oh wow, that's okay. I don't know if that's a good thing if somebody just suplexes
all right, brother. Take the suplex. Motherfucker, take the suplex. Oh.
Say that on his back and shit.
And in the main event was scheduled to be Chris Benoit versus Sabu. However, less than 2 minutes into the match, Sabu took a high backdrop from Benoit and came right down onto his head, breaking his neck. Ooh. The match was stopped. Sabu had to be helped to the back. Tuco Scorpio came out and fought Benoit in an impromptu match, ending in a double countout. The footage of Benoit dropping Sabu on his head was replayed numerous times on ECW television and resulted in Benoit gaining the Crippler nickname.
Oh.
That's how Benoit became the Crippler.
Because he crippled Sabu.
Right. He crippled Sabu real, you know what I'm saying, that was a shoot. Uh-huh. And then to further the angle, he would cripple guys in their matches to add on to the Crippler nickname throughout in subsequent matches in 94.
Well, that's just smart marketing and branding right there.
Oh, it's Paul Lee being a genius.
Wow.
When we come back, we're going to start 1994 with the Extreme Retro Reviews. Peace.
Peace.